welcome to SCTV Sports. I'm Frankie Berrien alongside Jared Doyon, and tonight it's Simsbury Trojan hockey as the Trojans are taking on the Falcons from Xavier High School. Jared, the Trojans are coming off of a 3-2, or was that 4-3 loss? Excuse me, a 4-3 overtime loss right here at the ISCC over the weekend, and they're looking to get back into the win column.
Yeah, they sure are, Frank. They're going to look to their leading scorer, Zach, 11-9. He's got 11 goals, 2 assists in the season. He's going to try and lead them back into the win column. And as well, the Falcons are also coming off an overtime loss, so both teams are going to be hungry. They're two very similar teams in state rankings and whatnot. So it should be a good one tonight, Frank.
All right, like you said, very similar in the state rankings. Xavier's 15th, Simsbury is 10th. The game is coming up next, Falcons versus Trojans, right here, SCTV Sports. Once again, good evening and welcome to the ISCC. Tonight, it's the Simsbury Trojans versus the Xavier Falcons. Jared, talk to me about the starting lineup.
Well, Frank, on defense for your Trojans, we got number 3, Hagen Wonderlay, and number 11, Will Rooney. And then at center, we got Jake Arnold, who's centering the Levin brothers, Ben, and our player to watch tonight, number 19, Zach Levin, who leads the Trojans in points this season, Frank.
Like you're saying, we got to be watching number 19, Zach Levin, tonight. 11 goals on the season. His brother, Ben, 1 goal, and Jake Arnold, the center on this starting lineup, 1 goal as well. So this is one group to look for. We're also going to want to keep our eye on Hunter Chapman, number 17. He's got 3 goals on the season, as does Riley Chapman, number 8. He's got 4 goals, not 3, 4 goals on the season. So we got a lot of guys with putting the biscuits in the net, and we'll see what we can do tonight here against the Falcons.
Absolutely, Frank. Should be an entertaining one. It looks like the referees are just securing the nets behind the crease there. We should be ready to go here in just a few seconds.
All right, so we're going to be dropping the puck in just a few minutes. It's the Trojans, it's the Falcons, SCTV Sports Hockey next. All right, well, we're back, and it looks like we only have one official on the ice tonight, but here we go off the faceoff. It's won by Xavier, who gets the puck and fires it into the zone around the back of the net. Simsbury now getting the puck out of the zone. Ryan Neary with the puck, putting it up to center ice, dumping it in. Down to the corner with it, Will Rooney trying to get up the corner to number 19, Zach Levin. Gets the puck back in the zone. Now Wonderley with it. Over to Rooney. Rooney to Levin. Levin getting the puck high off the glass and out of the zone. Xavier firing it back in. Doesn't get very far. Levin now with the puck. Looking for his brother across the ice. It doesn't quite get to him. Arnold now gets the puck. He's got it in the zone, and the whistle is blown offsides. We've just played 46 seconds here in the first period. Score is tied 0-0. Again, we got one official on the ice tonight. I'm not sure if there was a mix-up in the scheduling or if there's going to be another guy joining us. But right now, well, let's just see what this guy could do on the ice. And, you know, we always have to pull for the stripes as well.
Absolutely, Frank. Yeah, it looked like a little 1-on-3 there for the Trojans. Werner was just in ahead of the puck for an offside.
We got the puck now here at center ice. Chapman with the puck. Gets in, gets tied up. There's going to be a penalty coming up. And there's the whistle. We have got a hooking call, and the Trojans are going to be going on the power play.
Yeah, Chapman tried to take it through the slot there, Frank. Like I said, before it was a 1-on-3 again, and he was taken down by 10 in black. That's Brett Reed. He'll go for the box. 2 minutes for hooking.
Well, let's see what the Trojans can do here on the power play. It's their first opportunity tonight. We are just 1 minute into playing time. 14 minutes on the clock. And here we go, power play number 1.
You always want to capitalize on these early power plays, Frank. Set the tone right away.
Xavier fires the puck all the way down, right off the face-off. Rooney with the puck. It's challenge in the corner. McIntyre with it now, back to Rooney. Rooney up to Levin now. Back to Rooney. He's got the puck in the neutral zone. Skidding it up. Levin dumps it in deep into the corner. I'm sorry, that was Chapman, not Levin. My fault. Puck is kept in at the blue line. Great play. Passing the front. Holding backhand and a big kick save. Rebound and another save. Great pressure on the early few moments of this power play. Now Xavier breaking the puck out. 1-on-4 shorthanded bid. And what is he going to do with this puck? Actually gets in and gets a shot off and a great save.
Big stops for the Xavier goalie, Galasso, and an even bigger one on the other end, Frank.
Levin with the puck now behind the back of the net to Chapman. Chapman back to Levin. Puck bounces up high over the goal and into the corner, and Xavier with the breakout now. O'Donnell fires the puck deep into the zone. Picked up. Picked back up. by Xavier. Now Simsbury with it behind the net. Breaking out of the zone is Connor Better. He's got the puck. Big hit, tried to get delivered, but didn't quite connect. And Xavier flips it high and out of the zone all the way down.
Falcons, Frank, doing a good job on their own end getting that puck out. It's very tough for Simsbury right now to get the puck below the net and, try and set the power play up.
Trojans really need to start generating a couple more scoring opportunities. They need to get the puck in deep and then see what they can, see if they can just turn it over on a strong forecheck. There's a weird bounce as the puck goes back towards the middle of the ice, but it's picked up by Xavier, who flips it out of the zone. And Wonderlay with the puck now.
You hear the goalie tapping his stick,
Frank.
Power play comes to an end.
That shot on goal there right as the power play was coming to an end. Jared, I'm sorry I didn't mean to step over you.
It's quite all right, Frank.
Here come the Falcons now out of the zone. Tipped in front and a big save. Puck is free and then a backhanded out of the zone by Toby Gattinger. Falcons looking for fresh legs. Two guys come on, two guys go off. Puck gets brought into the zone. Gattinger now with the puck up to Driscoll, who gets it out of the zone. Falcons turn around and fire it back in. Wholesale change for Xavier.
Looks like Xavier's got a little more, a little more speed here at the start of the game, Frank. Doing a good job on their offensive end.
Here's an opportunity fired over the net and wide.
Simsbury, real tough time getting the puck out of their own end, Frank. Xavier's really putting the pressure on right now.
Well, we're trying for the breakout now. And Rooney gets it up off the glass. But Xavier turns it right back over and gets it into the zone. They get it deep into the zone. Admoresco now being challenged by Riley Chapman. And Simsbury getting the puck out up the middle. Here comes Jack Reese now. And over the red line. Oh, he didn't quite gain the red line. The ref flags him down for an icing. 10:16 to go in the first period. The score is tied 0-0. You're watching SCTV Sports.
Simsbury, Frank, just seems really having a tough time so far getting it out of their own end. When they do, they can't get it through the neutral zone. The Falcons are doing a good job clogging up that neutral zone, turning the puck right over.
Well, we've changed up the lines a little bit. No, we have not. It was a pass back to the defenseman, so that was my fault. And here comes Simsbury now with the puck. McGraw turning it over in the front. 19 with the drive. I got to take a look at his name in a second. What a big save by George Mateo, who's keeping it strong between the pipes. Xavier now in the neutral zone. Skidding it deep into the corner, looking for somebody in front and can't get it in the zone. In the slot. Working it down deep again. It's a lot of black on top of that puck. There's a shot from the point, blocked down by McIntyre. And back out into the neutral zone is Xavier. Over the red line, dumping it back in behind the net. Mateo plays it off to Nate McIntyre, who gets it back over to Connor Better, who gets it out of the zone. Uh-oh, we got to watch out for those line changes. Xavier turns around and tries to get it back in deep, and it only gets about halfway, but there's a guy open in front of the net, and it gets tied up by Nate McIntyre. Good defensive play after kind of a sloppy turnover there deep in the zone. Refs hands up for a delayed offsides, but the Falcons tag up and get back on. There's another turnover right outside the blue line.
It's turnover after turnover right now, Frank, for Simsbury. They really got to get the puck, through that neutral zone without turning it over.
Chapman now oversteps it. Xavier O'Donnell gets the puck in the zone. He takes a wrist shot, and it just goes wide. Or
it looked like it hit the blocker there, Frank.
Well, then we'll chalk it up to a save to Mateo. Here we go. Chapman now in over the blue line. Over to Levin. Broken up by the defensive front, but it's kept in. And then it gets bounced right back out of the zone. Wonderlay gets it out of the zone, firing it back up to the neutral ice. And it gets dumped back into the defensive zone by Hunter Wilcox. Wonderlay firing it around the back of the net to McGaw. McGaw now with the puck. Looking up for Chapman. Chapman running into some resistance at the blue line, and it gets turned back over.
The Xavier Falcons, Frank, must practice poke checking in practice because they're poking, they're taking everything away from anything with a white jersey on.
McGaw now with the puck. He gets challenged at the red line, fires it back over to the Xavier defense, who then turn around and ice the puck. 7:19 on the clock. We're still tied at 0. Icing is the call on the ice, and we're going to get an offensive zone faceoff. But let's see what if we can generate any offense for the Trojans right now.
I don't know, Frank. It seems the ice is tilted right now. The puck is, once it gets to the red line, the Xavier Falcons just turn it right. I mean, they turn it right over. Xavier doing a good job clogging up that neutral zone, not letting anything through.
Puck is fired deep into the zone by Phil Motter of Xavier. And wrapped around the corner to Ben Levin. Levin now looking up for his brother. Doesn't quite connect, but the puck goes all the way down. No icing on the play. Deep in the Trojan zone. Fired around the back of the net.
This is the line to watch, Frank. Number 19 in white, Zach Levin, the leading scorer here for your Simsbury Trojans.
Jake Arnold now getting it up to Ben Levin, who fires it over the net. Shots got to count by putting them on the goal, Jared.
Absolutely, Frank. It's no good missing the net, I'll tell you.
There's the breakout opportunity now by Levin, who gets big hit put on him right inside the zone. A little slow getting up. Xavier fires the puck into the zone, and it's covered up by Mateo for the stoppage.
Mateo making some big saves early on here, Frank. He's the reason why the game is tied with 6:23 to play in the first. A lot of shots by the Falcons, and he's been coming up big so far.
Rightly said, Jared, that Mateo is being very strong between the pipes, and we got a little delay right now. Looks like the coaches are asking the official for some sort of explanation of something. But again, like we said at the start of the game, we only have one official out here on the ice, so we're probably going to see a lot of that tonight.
I'd assume so, Frank. One official, he's got to have 4 eyes. Unfortunately, he's only got 2. It's going to be a tough one.
Here's how now, getting to the zone. It's broken up by Hunter Chapman. Great play. Speaking of poke checks, you were saying for the Falcons, well, that was a great poke check by our own Hunter Chapman right there on the blue line. Puck is pushed in around the back of the net. Xavier now looking to break out. Gets tripped up on the blue line, but there's no call. And here we come breaking it back out. And McIntyre, although the puck gets popped into the middle, kind of a dangerous play. That one's offsides, but it gets around the ref. No call. Xavier now with the puck at the point. Shot tipped in front. Doesn't get through. Wraparound attempt again for naught. Nolan with it. Loftus firing it back. Another pass in front and pushed aside by Mateo. Xavier buzzing around the offensive zone like bees. Breaking out now is Jack Reese. He's in over the blue line. Fires it on net and a save. Rebound and another save. Doesn't get through. You know, they're almost making those their chances count.
Absolutely, Frank. Big rebound there, and Reese just couldn't seem to find an opening on that rebound. But like I said, big rebound.
Great job crashing the net, picking up his own rebound.
Absolutely. Got to pick up that garbage in front, Frank.
Puck now behind the net. Xavier controlling it, looking for something in front. Can't do anything. Rooney getting it up and out of the zone. Xavier has it in the neutral zone, fires it in. All the way down, looking for a line change, and now here comes the Trojans. Breaking out of the zone, pass up to Alecha. Looking for a line change, Simsbury does, and Xavier dumps it in, so Simsbury gets fresh legs on the ice, and the forecheck is back on by the Falcons. Puck is now deep in the corner, being tied up by McGaw. Now behind the net to Rooney. Rooney now looking up. for Levin. Levin with the puck. To Reese, who gets it up to Chapman. Chapman now getting it over to Levin in the corner, behind the back of the net. Looking for something in front. The net is moving, but it's on the back of the goal, and it's not quite the side of the goal that we were hoping for on that one, but the pressure is now being turned on. Here's Simsbury turning it over and on a big save. Pressure now after pressure, and this is what we want to see out of the Trojans, covered up by Guidabono, and there is the stoppage in play that they desperately needed, and fresh legs on the ice. Great scoring opportunities there for the Trojans.
Yeah, that was their that line. That was the best shift of the night here for the Trojans, Frank, in their offensive end, getting a few shots on.
3:30 on the clock. We're still tied at 0, and here's the faceoff. Off the draw is Oresko. He's got a semi-breakaway. He's in. He waits. He shoots and scores! Adam Oresko, team captain, nets it on the breakaway. Great breakout pass coming right in front of the net, off the draw. Really, and also a great shot. Very little that the goalie could do.
Yeah, Frank, that right off the draw was hit up on the far boards, and it carried to Oresko real quick. He had a partial breakaway there. He skated in with some speed and put it right over the goalie's glove, and it's 1-0 Xavier here. 3:23 to go in the first.
Like you said, off that, it was all nothing but speed. Definitely a set play off that faceoff. Draw back to the defenseman and fired it up to Oresko on the side for that breakaway. So,
absolutely, Frank.
1-0. We are just under 3.5 minutes to go left here in the first period. And the puck is dumped down, and it's going to be an icing.
If you're the Trojans out there, you want to get that right back, Frank. You know, don't let them have any momentum that you don't want to have and you don't want them to have. You know, we'll see what they can do here. They're coming off of their best shift of the game right before the Falcons scored that goal, so we'll see what they can do here. They got their their number one line and leading scorer on the ice, Frank.
Xavier wins the faceoff, and there's that set play again. This time it's going off to the other side. Here comes Wilcox. Wilcox now into the zone, gets tripped up and crashes hard into the boards. No call. Simsbury breaking the puck out. Here's Levin now. Levin in over the blue line. Wait, looking. Over to the other 11.
Just announced, Frank, that first Falcons goal, number 18, Gordon Grinnell with the assist there. He was the one off the face-off who caromed it right up the boards for Oresko to take in and
behind
score.
Back of the net now. Xavier again with the hard pressure. Pass towards the front, deflected wide. Oh, Russ got his hand up. It looks like we got a penalty coming up against the Trojans, and we got a hooking call coming up. 2:22 to go on the clock. We'll be back with the penalty call in just a minute. You're watching SCTV Sports, Simsbury Trojan Hockey. All right, off the jaw. Xavier wins the puck there on the power play right now as the Trojans.
Simsbury penalty by number 9,
Jake Arnold is sitting in the box for 2 minutes for a hooking penalty. Nice play. Could not get it out of the zone. Kept in by the Falcons. They got the puck at the blue line now, putting it deep into the corner. Around the back of the net is Wonderlay, who's trying to get a stick on it and turns it over. Oresko now with the puck. And it's broken out of the zone by Hunter Chapman. Another play fired towards the net, and the puck was free for a second, but Zach Magog was crashing into the goal, knocking it off its moorings for a whistle.
The Xavier forward there had a little step on the defense, Frank, got around him, and I think the Trojans are a bit lucky here that net came off the moorings because that puck was certainly loose in the crease.
Definitely the puck was free for a couple seconds at that after that last rush, and well, off the face-off, a draw, a drive from the point, and covered up by Mateo. Again, the face-offs, Jared, have been going Xavier's way the entire night so far here in the first period.
Absolutely. The ice seems to be tilted any way they want it on a face-off or, you know, them getting it down on their offensive end. They're doing a good job maintaining that puck possession.
Off the draw, the puck is into the corner. Wilcox now getting it out to Grinnell. Deep into the corner. Better trying to get the puck out and is challenged immediately and can't get anything on it. Back to the point. Falcons working the puck down low. Alongside of the boards, direct to the point. To the high slot. Holds, wait, shoots, save.
Another big stop there by Mateo. He's had a good first period, facing a lot of shots, Frank, and he's only let that one by that you can't really blame him for. It was a breakaway, but you know he's certainly doing a good job making some key saves here.
Indeed, like I said earlier in the game, he's being very strong between the pipes and really keeping the team in play. Here's a shot and a save off of his mask, doing whatever he can to keep the puck out of the net. Great job by Mateo. Chapman now with the puck, breaking out of the zone, over the line, with a scoring opportunity and a shot towards the net. Glove save. Everybody crashes into the goal. And it looks like that the goalie may be down, and we got some extracurricular activity going on right there in the slot.
Big save there by the Falcons goalie, Giuliano there. And the Simsbury forward didn't seem to hit the brakes correctly there. He flew right into the goalie.
Well, it was a big glove save before the play came crashing into the net, and Guidabono looked like he got a little shaken up on that. So right now we're going to take a break. You're watching SCTV Sports. All right, well, it looks like we're back. Guidabono is back up on his feet as the Xavier coach walked off the ice. He kind of glared down the official. Again, we're talking about we have one official on the ice tonight, so the guys kind of have to watch everything. Round of applause for the goalies. He's back up and ready to go. That was a very strong play all around. Actually, looks like that was the trainer, maybe not even the coach, but that's okay. It was still kind of a glare down. And now they're trying to ask what's going on at the bench, if there should be a face-off outside, the face-off should be inside, should there be a penalty on the call? I'm not even sure.
This referee certainly got a lot on his hands tonight, Frank. The Xavier defenseman certainly didn't like the way their goalie was run into. They definitely, you always got to stick up for your goalie, and they sure did a good job there. 45
seconds to go here in the period. The Trojans still short-handed with an offensive zone draw. And now here comes Oresco for the Falcons. He's in over the line. Shot gets tipped, goes into the corner. Around back of the net. Wonderleg putting on the pressure. Falcons win the battle. Fired in front. Two bodies in front. A shot. It gets tipped through the legs, but does not find a way home. Another big save by Mateo. Shot from the point, and it goes wide.
Pollock was wide open in front there. They unfortunately didn't see him. He was wide open. He had nobody in front of him but the goalie.
We're coming down to the end of the period as the horn sounds the score. Xavier Falcons 1 and the Simsbury Trojans 0. Well, Jared, it's been a tough first period for the Trojans. Like you said, the ice seemed to be tilted one direction. The Falcons with a lot of the pressure most of that period. Mateo doing a great job between the pipes. And I got to tell you, if it weren't for him, the score I think would be a little bit different.
Absolutely, Frank. I was just going to tell you, Mateo's the reason why this game's only 1-0. The Trojans are still very much into this game thanks to him. He's making some big saves there. Seems like the Falcons have a little more step in their game tonight. Frank, a little quicker to the loose pucks and winning the battles along the boards.
I think looking towards the second period, you're going to have to see the Trojans winning the races to the puck. You know, hockey, like we've said before, or I've said before, hockey's a game of little races. You win the little races, you win the little games. You win the little games, you win the big game on the scoreboard. And that's what it is. They've got to win the races to the puck and start generating some scoring opportunities. Because we saw they generated 2 or 3 good scoring opportunities towards the end of that period. And, they couldn't find it home. Keep generating those scoring opportunities, you're going to bag one in eventually.
Absolutely. You got to keep throwing the puck to the net. Whenever you get a chance to shoot the puck, you got to throw it at the net. That's always been, if I were ever a coach, I'd always tell my players, Frank, get the pucks to the net, shoot the puck. You can't score by passing. You score by shooting, getting pucks to the net, generating rebounds. And Frank, you played high school hockey. What's your question for you? What's the coach telling the Trojans right now? You're down 1-0, you don't have you didn't have too many chances offensively, but they're still very much into this game.
Well, ironically, I don't have an original thought in my head, so what I just said a couple seconds ago was something that my coach would have told me in the locker room.
Absolutely, Frank.
That hockey is a game of little games.
Certainly.
Win the race to the puck, you'll end up winning the race on the scoreboard. We're at the end of the first period. It's 1-0 Falcons, and you're watching Simsbury Trojan hockey right here on SCTV Sports. Well, we're here back at the ISCC at the end of the first period. It's 1-0 Xavier Falcons versus the Simsbury Trojans. Jared, talk to me about that first period. What was good, what was bad?
Not a lot of. We'll start with the good for Simsbury. They had a couple of good shifts there. A lot of pressure. They were putting some pressure on the Falcons goalie, but that's about it. A lot of turnovers. Can't get the puck out of their own end, or once they do, they have some trouble getting it through the neutral zone. Look for them to hopefully turn that around here in the second.
Like you said, at the very end of that period, there was a great scoring opportunity. Amazing glove save by the Falcons goalie, and then there was a big crash into the goal. That's the kind of stuff that we need to see here in the second period. More of that drive to the net, more of that desire, that want to score the goal. We're going to be back in second period action coming up right next, right here at the ISCC. You're watching SCTV Sports. Welcome back to the ISCC. We are here, Trojan hockey, second period about to get underway. We got our starting lineup back out on the ice with Jake Arnold, Ben Levin, and Zach Levin.
Pardon me, Frank, and a second referee finally showed up.
Oh, we do have a second Levin. No, we got a little change in the starting lineup. Actually, we just added, no, we have the right thing down there. I'm just reading my own writing wrong. Well, there you go. That's what happens when it's your first time out. But here we go. We're back. Second period action underway.
It happens to me every day, Frank, so no worries.
Falcons fire the puck down behind the net. Trojans now trying to break it out. Levin with it, looking across the ice. For his brother, who has it in over the blue line. Wrist shot on goal, kicked away.
Start you wanted here for the Trojans. A couple shots, or at least the shot on goal here to start the period in the opening minute.
That play should be called offsides, and it is. The Falcons with the rush in there, and Hunter Wilcox, captain for the Xavier Falcons, was about 2 steps ahead of the play. And with the second ref on the ice, it was able to be called this time.
It sure was, Frank. Nice little crowd on here tonight. A lot of fans battling that cold and coming on here. It's not much warmer in here, but it's hopefully the Trojans can get something going for them.
There's a shot fired wide, and that was a great scoring opportunity by Hunter Chapman at that time. The Trojans had a 2-on-1, turning over now. Here come the Falcons with a scoring opportunity, and he scores. A quick turnover. It wasn't very pretty, but it was a shot, a scoring opportunity for the Trojans. The puck gets turned over. Yeah. Falcons come down the ice, and they're able to bury it.
Yeah, Frank. The defenseman in white for the Trojans went to pinch a little, and he got beat, and it was a 2-on-1 for the Falcons. They came down and didn't waste that opportunity. They put it right in the back of the net.
Without the initial help of replay, we're going to have to wait for the public address announcement to let us know who actually got that goal. But
Frank, I saw the numbers, had them in my head, and I started talking, and all of a sudden they were gone. Like I said, Frank, I forget things each and every day. So it's anyhow, enough of me. Back to the action.
13:45 on the clock. It's 2-0 Xavier. And it says there's a penalty on the clock. And I'm not exactly sure if that's correct. As I'm seeing 5 players on both teams. Even though there is a goalie sitting in the box, I don't think it's a penalty. But speaking of penalties, the hand is raised by the official, and it looks like we are actually going to get a roughing penalty called here.
Yeah, Frank, that's a bit strange with that penalty on the clock and that number, the backup goalie in the box. Speaking of a penalty, we spoke too soon. The Falcons are going to go to the box here. A big opportunity for the Trojans. They need to. They had a good start, and it was a bit of a tough break for them with that 2-on-1 with the Falcons scoring on it. Let's see if they can get something going here with their first power play of the game.
That's their second power play of the game, I do believe, but there was a little tussle down here in the corner, and number 13, John Ford, gets the gate for roughing. So here we go with the Trojan power play. Face off by Zach Levin. Wins it back, but it goes out into the neutral zone and actually clears all the way down the ice. McIntyre passing it over to Rooney. Rooney now with the puck.
Adam Moresco, excuse me, Frank, with that assist on the second Falcons goal. It's the second point of the night.
Back behind the net, a little bit of pressure. Rooney with the puck. Looking up to Zach Levin, who fires the puck down into the corner, dumping it in. Here comes the pressure now from the Trojans. Kept down deep in the corner. It's being tied up. 3 white shirts on top of it. Nobody in front of the net. That could be an issue. Wow. But as I say that, Zach Levin steps out, walks across the top of the circle, fires it on net, and a great glove save. Actually, it's a right chest save by Guido Bono.
You said, Frank, there was nobody in front of the net. As soon as you said that, two guys went to the front of the net. Levin with a tough shot. It was a little too high. The two guys in white in front looking for a rebound. Unfortunately, there was no rebound to be found there.
So far in this power play, or in the second period, it's just whatever I say, the other thing seems to be happening. So that might bode well for the Trojans.
Absolutely. Why don't you say they'll never score a goal, Frank? They'll probably get a few here.
Not going to go down that road, but here's a drive from the point, and it's blocked. Kept in. Another shot, another block, and it's cleared out of the zone.
Two big saves there. None by the goalie, Frank. That's got to hurt.
The big drives from the point, better, and to Wonderlay, firing shots. Oh, now we got a Trojan down behind the net. Hand is raised, so there's going to be a penalty. Yep, the whistle blows, and Connor Better is down behind the net. He's holding his head. They're calling for the trainer to come out onto the ice. Not sure what the call was. In fact, I didn't even see the hit because I was looking down at the play being broken out of the zone. I'm sorry, going back out of the zone after the play was made. The hit was made now behind the net. So we're going to take a break right here. You're watching Trojan Hockey on SCTV Sports. Well, number 14, Connor Better, is back up on his feet, and the Trojans are going to be going on a 5-on-3 power play right now, as Colin O'Donnell, I believe, got the gate for perhaps a boarding. There was no hand signal given, so I'm not quite sure. We're going to have to wait for the call on that one.
Yeah, we'll wait for the PA, Frank, but 14 in white there. That's better. He looks like he's a little better than he was as he fell.
He's actually going to the locker room right now.
Yeah,
though, so
talk
we'll see
about
how it goes.
taking one for the team, because this team's got a 5-on-3 now. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Xavier penalty by number 9, John Sadek for charging.
Well, charging was the call on that one, so that's what it was. We saw it and thought perhaps a board after the fact, but charging was the call. Anyway, here's a drive, tipped and fired in the corner. It's 11:45 to go on the clock. 5-on-3 opportunity for the Trojans.
16 to go in the 5-on-3 here, Frank.
Drive just wide, tipped in front. Bodies are there. Passed over. Staying at the point, another slap shot, and he just whiffs, and it sends it wide.
That's going to do it for the 5-on-3.
Chapman with it, looking in front. Backhand shot and a save. As Guido Bono goes down into the butterfly and covers the puck up. 11:18 to go on the clock. It's a 5-on-4 opportunity right now. Minute 14 to go on the power play.
Yeah, Chapman with a nice pass there, Frank, and to number 19, Zach Levin. He did a little bit of a spin move and fired a backhand. However, the goalie for Xavier has been very strong this period, Frank.
Wait for the puck drop. Actually, we're waiting for one of the Trojan players to get off the ice, and doors now closed, and we're back underway. There's the face-off, won by Simsbury. Back to Wonderlay. Wonderlay now to Arnold. Arnold back to Wonderlay, back to Arnold. He's got the puck alongside of the boards. Puts it behind back of the net to Alekna. Alekna now into the corner to Loftus. Loftus back to the point. Shot from Wonderlay, tipped on the corner. And cleared all the way down the zone and behind the back of the net.
Simsbury, a lot of patience there, quite a few passes, and they finally fired up a shot, and it went right into an Xavier player shin guard, Frank, and ricocheted all the way back down.
Wonderlay getting the puck up around the corner to Loftus. Loftus now back to Wonderlay. He's got the puck behind the net. He's being challenged. And now the puck is just barely brought out of the zone, but here come the Trojans. Arnold skidding in after the puck, but it is cleared out and into the Simsbury bench by number 10, Brett Reed, on the Xavier Falcons. 10:26 to go here in the second period, 22 seconds to go on the power play. Jared, what do they have to do to start generating more scoring opportunities?
They got to get the puck to the net, Frank. Too many shots are being blocked. They got to wait till they find an opening, a seam, get the puck to the net, keep it low, get a few rebounds, and hopefully poke one home.
Xavier wins the draw, gets the puck high and off the glass, but it's kept in the zone.
You got a lane to shoot there, Frank, and looks like he didn't take it as he
tire
falls
blows a
down
tire,
there.
but it's kept in the zone according to the ref. Here comes Levin now. He's got the puck, top of the zone. Shoot! Oh, a glove save by Guido Bono. And it's fired high and off the boards and out of the zone. John Ford.
That shot there went off the goalie's glove and just trickled wide.
Here come the Trojans now out of the zone, being pressured immediately by the Falcons. But as I say that, Chapman gets the puck in over the zone and loses control. Puck now back out to the defensive zone. Another turnover in the neutral zone. Puck is popped up as it's tipped, and it's into the Xavier bench for a whistle. 9:31 to go here in the second period. 2-0 Falcons, and we are again looking for some scoring opportunities to be generated by the Trojans.
It's been a bit of a better period here for the Trojans. They did have a 5-on-3, Frank, but it's 5-on-5 now. Again, we'll see what they could manage here.
No, definitely, Jerry. There was definitely some good scoring opportunities during the power play.
Absolutely, 5-on-3s especially helped, Frank, but they still did not. They failed to capitalize on it. They haven't put one in the back of the net yet.
McGaw challenge behind the back of the net, gets the puck up to Gattinger. Gattinger loses it in the corner. Xavier now, nice sliding play by Zach McGaw. Ref's got his hand up in the air, and this one is going against the Trojans. We got a tripping call coming up. 9:01 to go here in the second period. You're watching Simsbury Trojan Hockey on SCTV Sports. And we're back, 9:01 to go here in the second period. The Trojans are just going short-handed. Tripping call down in the corner, and we are going to see what they could do on a short-handed bid. Xavier wins the face-off, and it's drawn back to the point. Back now into the corner.
Number 13.
Offside shot, not an offside shot. From the wing shot, and here's a shot tipped in front by Will Rooney, who actually probably did a little bit better on making the save. There was a scoring opportunity on the back post, but not capitalized. Another shot from the point, fired down and saved by Mateo. And once again, he's coming up strong for the Trojans.
He sure is, Frank, and the Trojans caught a bit of a break there. That Xavier player right in front of the net had a wide empty net, and the puck just trickled over his stick. Again, that's a big break for the Trojans here.
I'm telling you, that was primarily Rooney tipping it off of Mateo's belly to get it over the stick of the guy on the back post, and therefore not leaving him wide open for that, or not letting him get a stick on that goal while he was wide open on the back post. Kicked out, and the referee waves it off, but it gets cleared all the way down by Riley Chapman.
Looked like an offsides to me, Frank, but we're not wearing the stripes tonight, are we?
There comes Xavier now out of the zone, getting some speed through the neutral zone, in over the blue line. Fires in front, who's to a crashing forward who wasn't quite being picked up the way he should be. And another shot, and its one's fired wide and out of the zone. Minute to go here on the shorthanded opportunity or bid. Trojans with the puck in their own defensive zone, now passing it around. Fired all the way down the ice by Wonderley. Behind back of the net, Xavier taking their time, looking to see what they can do with the breakout. Passed up to Piquet, gets in over the blue line, holds onto the puck, looking for a point man, gets it over to Reed, who just barely taps it down to Gernal, who can't do anything, and the puck is cleared out of the zone by Ben Levin. 23 seconds to go on the power play opportunity for the Falcons, and they bring the puck out of the back of the net. Oresco up to O'Donnell, who gets the puck down behind the back of the goal. Challenged by Rooney and by Arnold. Puck out to the point, doesn't make it all the way down. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-on-5 action. Shot tipped wide. Xavier still with the puck now, working it down low around the back of the net. And the Trojans get the puck back out into the neutral zone.
Number 3 in black, Frank, Adam Oresco, has been the best player on the ice tonight.
John Ford for Xavier fires the puck right in on Georgia Mateo, who shuts the legs and gets the whistle. 6:39 here to go in the second period. Wholesale changes on the ice, getting everybody off and getting everybody on.
It's always good to have fresh legs out there, especially for Simsbury. They looked a bit tired. Looked a bit tired on their own end, and we'll see what they can do here with this defensive zone face-off.
Well, there's no more penalties up on the score clock right now, so that's a good opportunity to see us back at 5-on-5 action. Xavier wins another face-off draw. The puck gets banged around pass back and forth, and put in the goal for the third score of the evening.
Yeah, Frank, the puck came back up the face-off, a quick shot and a quick rebound. It looked like number 19, Brendan Howe, in black for the Falcons there. He was the one who put it home. That's quite a good name to have if you're in the sport of hockey, Howe, Frank.
Especially here in Connecticut. Once again, there's an opportunity, not an opportunity, but a situation where losing the face-off turned into a turnover, which turned into a goal, unfortunately.
Those face-offs are key in your defensive zone, Frank. You got to win those, or that can happen, and it can happen quickly, as we just saw.
Neutral zone with the puck now. Passed up to Chapman. Chapman, big slap shot. It's in front, it's wide, and it's open. Puck is bouncing around like a pinball, and it gets cleared out of the zone. That was a great scoring opportunity by the Trojans.
Big rebound there, and an even bigger save by the goaltender in black.
Xavier now forcing the puck once again back in their offensive zone. Can't clear it, it's kept in. Pass over to the top of the circle. A drive, it just goes wide. It may have caught the post, but it stays out of the net. Now the puck is out of the zone. Flicked back in offsides, but the player tags up without touching the puck, and therefore the delayed offsides is waved off. Well, I know, again, you said we can't be the officials, but I believe there were 6 players on that line change. But here we go on the breakout. Simsbury now passing it up. It goes over the stick and all the way down. Doesn't touch anybody, and there's an icing. Yeah,
it looked to me like there were 6 skaters in black on the ice, Frank. 2 officials here. Now they got to get that call right.
Agreed on that, but we also can't blame anything or everything on the officials, and we've got to see what we can do here on the ice. 5:18 to go here in the second period. We're down 3-0. There's the faceoff in the Xavier forward offensive zone. Once again, won by the team in black. A great opportunity by Hunter Wilcox, who skates right through the defenseman and gets a shot off, and another huge save by George Mateo. Puck now in the corner. Zach Levin gets it high and off the glass. Unfortunately, this time it lands in the Xavier bench, so the faceoff will come right back into our defensive zone.
It was a first sign of life by these Simsbury fans here when we had that big rebound on the offensive end here, Frank. It was a big save by the goalie there, a big rebound, big save, and finally these Simsbury fans had reason to make noise. Still, it was not in the back of the net, but we'll see what happens with under 5 to play now in the second period.
Puck's kept in on the point. Another drive, this one going wide. Falcons get the puck down deep in the zone. Working into the corner, 2 men on him. Oresko with it. Being pressured by McIntyre. Turned over by Gattinger, who loses control at the blue line, and the puck gets back down deep into the defensive zone.
Pardon me, Frank, 3 in black, that's Adam Oresko. He's, again, the player to watch tonight apparently for the Falcons. He's got a goal and assist. He seems to be in the middle of everything when he's out on the ice.
Another scoring opportunity as the Falcons seem to be able to skate around the top of the slot pretty much untouched. Working it down deep and behind the net. Fired in front. Bodies there. Nothing can connect. Puck into the corner. Now we're throwing some body checks around. Again, a play high and off the glass and out of the zone. Here's an opportunity now. But just one step ahead of the play are the Falcons. And they get the puck back down deep into the zone. Simsbury now with a clearing opportunity. Here we go. Charlie Driscoll with the puck. He's got 2 guys on him, does what he can to get a shot on, but it doesn't get through to the goal. Good scoring, actually, a good offensive drive by Charlie Driscoll. Puck now being dropped back into the zone. Riley Chapman now got the puck in the back of the offensive zone.
Driscoll didn't have much there, Frank. The rest of his team seemed to be in a line change, but he did what he could. It was about almost a 1-on-4. I tried to get a shot off, but unfortunately couldn't get it.
Well, great one-man effort by Driscoll. A turnover at center ice, and the Trojans now with the puck. Head of steam is Will Rooney. He's in over the blue line, making a move, gets around one defenseman, fires it in front. And it goes off the pad of Guido Bono and back out into the neutral zone. Here come the Falcons now with it. That's an offsides play, and the ref blows the whistle down.
That one was just a bit offside, Frank.
For offsides. 2:46 to go here in the second period. You're watching Simsbury Trojans hockey on SCTV Sports.
And we are back at the International Skating Center of Connecticut here. It's SCTV Sports. Frank, take it away.
Off the jaw, the puck is back into the Simsbury zone, and woo! Ben Levin goes into the boards kind of hard.
Yeah, the parents, I don't know if they're in front of us, they weren't too happy.
Oh, there's another big hit, and I don't know if he's going to get up from that one. He's a little slow to get up. Levin's got his...
no arm by the official up, Frank.
His bell rung pretty good, but he springs back into action. Fires it over to his brother, Zach, who gets the puck in the corner, but it's turned over. Actually kept in at the blue line. Fired deep in. And now cleared out by the Falcons. Trojans are trying everything they can to get the puck deep in the zone and generate scoring opportunities. The Falcons now with the puck in their defensive zone. Passing it over to Chris Colo. Chris Colo, the pass is broken up by Zach Levin and blown down for offsides?
Offsides, Frank. It looked like the official pointed to the blue line, which means it is offsides.
Minute 40 to go here in the second period. Trojans trail 3-0. And we were talking about it before. It's Paul Simeone is the second official to make his way onto the ice to help us out tonight. Local guy and an American Hockey League official, so welcome to the ice, Mr. Simeone, and thanks for helping out tonight. Trojans now with the puck around the back. Out to the point. Fired on goal, tipped wide. Falcons clear the zone, and Will Rooney now with the puck. Backhands it up out of the zone to Charlie Driscoll, who gets it over to Nate McIntyre, who gets it into the 11. Over to Chapman, who gets the puck high and off the glass behind the offensive goal. Driscoll now being pressured behind the back of the net. Being helped by Levin. We're under a minute to go here in the second period. Now Driscoll with it. Back to Rooney, who fires the puck wide. McIntyre gets it up. Driscoll with a shot and a glove save by Guido Bono. Another great offensive burst. They're coming in flurries, but they're coming. And a great glove save by Guido Bono.
Yeah, that last minute or so, Frank, it was a good, like you said, a good offensive burst. Puck was in the offensive end. A couple of shots on goal by the Trojans, but Guido Bono making, I think, the save of the night there. Big glove save.
Charlie Driscoll doing what he can to keep the puck in the zone, and lots of help there with Mr. Levin and Mr. McIntyre keeping the puck in on the blue line. But unfortunately, the scoreboard still reads 3-0. Here come the Trojans again. Fired from the top of the slot, and Guido Bono again with the save. Scoring opportunity this time by Zach Levin. Again, like I said, at the top of the slot. Now, this is the same area where the Falcons seem to be generating most of their scoring opportunities. So maybe the tide is turning just a little bit. Let's see what we do here off this draw. 31 seconds to go here in the second period.
Trojans with a little kick in their step the last couple minutes or so. A few shots on goal, a couple of good chances, but they still have yet to put the biscuit in the basket, Frank. We'll see what goes on.
Off the jaw, bodies crashing into the net down by the Zamboni door. And Britt Reed a little slow to get up for Xavier Falcons. 15 seconds to go here in the period. Puck is down deep in the defensive zone. Ooh, big running hit. Hands a little high, but no call as bodies go flying through the air. Now I see hands in the air. Both referees have got it up. It was a shot wide, and I see a high sticking penalty being called. Now the question is, who is it being called on?
I think it's going to be on the Falcons there, Frank. It seemed to, at number four in black,
That's Austin Reed, yep.
He's going to go for high sticking. I was going to say looked like play was whistled down as they touched the puck. I was correct for once on the night, Frank. Was that 9 seconds to go in the period?
No, it's 0.9 seconds to go in the period. So let's see, are the Trojans going to pull the goalie with that off chance that they can win the draw and fire a shot before the buzzer rings? I mean, it's just under a second. And it doesn't look like they're actually going to pull the goalie on this one, but let's see what happens as they're going on the power play. There's the draw, the buzzer sounds, and as the second period comes to a close, the score, Xavier Falcons 3, Simsbury Trojans 0.
Trojans looked a little better in that second period, especially towards the second half of it. They put a few pucks on the net, but they just have not been able to beat the goaltender in black. He's having a good, strong game in net there. A lot of big saves from him.
I can tell you, both goalies are having a great game. Don't let the scoreboard fool you on that one, because our very own George Mateo is I mean, he's the one that's keeping the score where it is.
Absolutely. The Trojans are hanging on by a thread, and it's all because of Mateo. He's faced about twice as many shots as the Xavier goalie, and he's done a good job stopping them. You know, there's 3 goals that he let up. He can't be at fault for him. He's certainly done a great job in net tonight.
Well, like we said, as the second period comes to a close, the score is 3-0 Falcons, and we're going to be looking for some very strong offensive third period. There's really no opportunity or no other chance for them to do what they have to do than the next 15 minutes on the clock. Welcome back to the ISCC. Right now, the Trojans trail the Falcons 3-0 here as we're just about to get underway in the third period. Jared, what can we look for here in the third period for the Trojans to do to turn this game around?
Well, if I'm their head coach, I'm telling the locker room guys, get out there, get the puck over the blow line, shoot it, and charge the net. They did a better job in that second period of getting pucks to the net, but it's not good enough. As you can see the scoreboard, they're still down by 3 goals. They haven't put one in the back yet. And if I was coach, I'm telling the guys, get the puck to the net, charge the net, get some rebounds, generate some scoring chances.
Absolutely. Scoring opportunities are going to be key in this third period. What they need to do is they need to win those races, like we said at the end of the last period, and they need to start getting shots on goal, quality shots on goal. We'll be right back with the start of the third period. You're watching Trojan Hockey right here on SCTV Sports. All right, welcome back to the ISCC. I'm Frankie Berrien here with Jared Doyon, and third period action is just about to get underway. The Trojans on the power play to start off the period, so let's see what we can do. Maybe net one here real early in the third period and get the ball rolling.
That would be a big momentum swinger, I think, to get on the board very early, and they get another one in quickly, Frank. They're right back in this game, and only be a 2-goal lead, the most dangerous lead in all of hockey.
McIntyre gets it back to Rooney around back of the goal. And here we come out of the zone. Zach Levin now fires it down, dumping it deep around, wraps all the way back around to Rooney, who has the puck, gets it over to Chapman. Chapman with the puck now. Loses it in the deep of the corner. Xavier firing it out off the back of McIntyre. That's an offsides pass, and the whistle is blown.
Yeah, 7 in black there, Frank. David Pacute just a little in front of that puck there, and the play was whistled out by our good friend Paul Simeone for an offside.
The refs are conferring right now where the faceoff actually should be, and he's saying it's the center ice because, and actually this is the right call, Jared. That's where the pass originated from the center ice area. Not necessarily right at the middle, but that's where you go on an offsides pass, is where the pass came from originally.
Right you are, Frank.
Wonderley fires the puck down deep into the zone. We're still a minute left here in the power play for the Trojans. Deep into the corner now. Fired a shot from the point. I believe that got a little deflected, so it went high and over the net.
I don't think that did get deflected, Frank. They got to get those shots a little lower, obviously a little lower to hit the net, maybe around the pad area.
Pass across the slot to an open man on the back post, but a great defensive play by the Falcons. Another scoring opportunity, this time by Ben Levine, and this one is gloved down by
Guidobono coming up big with that glove tonight, Frank. Another glove save. I wish I had a tally of how many glove saves he's made. It's been a lot. He looks like a baseball catcher.
Definitely tell you about 3 or 4 on that one. There's definitely got the hot glove tonight. 40 seconds to go here in the power play. 13:39 on the clock of the third period. Trojans trail by 3, and off the draw, won by Simsbury, and he shot cranked from the point by McIntyre and rings off the post.
Insufficient insufficient. I can't speak. It's too cold in the building, Frank. Back to you.
He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks. To quote a line from the great movie Major League.
I am colorblind, so I'm not sure how I got stuck with this job. Nonetheless, play whistle down as the puck did go out of play.
16 seconds to go here in the power play, third period, 13:15 on the clock. Face off right outside the zone. Zach Levin wins it back to McIntyre. McIntyre now with the puck over to Rooney. Rooney gets in just at the red line, and maybe a little leeway given by official Simeone for not calling that an icing, but here's the pass. Back post to a wide open Riley Chapman cannot find the trigger, and the puck goes into the corner. We're back to 5-on-5 action, 12:50 to go on the clock. McIntyre with it now. Up to Chapman. Puck goes deep in the corner. And Xavier now. They're the ones seem to be running around in the zone a little bit. Simsbury putting on the pressure.
Yeah, Simsbury, the first 2.5 of this period, the puck's been in their offensive end. They've had a few good shots on net, but again, Guidono's coming up big there in net, making a few big saves.
Big check in the corner by Chapman, and then turned over. Oh, my goodness, another shot. This one just gone wide.
Pardon me, Frank, I did forget to mention they did hit a post down there. You know, half an inch to the left, that puck's in the net, and it's a new ball game.
They do say hockey is a game of inches, and nothing more evident than ringing the post on the power play opportunity. Back behind the net now is Wonderlei with it. He spins around, getting it up to the wing. Turnover again at center ice. And now a turnover just inside the offensive zone. The Falcons with an opportunity. Looked like there might have been a call there. Thought about it and put his hand back down. Trojans breaking the puck out now. Here's the pass. It does get out of the zone and picked up by Zach McGaw. He's got the puck now. And it gets dumped back down to the defensive zone. Trojans with the puck. Rooney around back of the net. He's breaking the puck out now. Looking for someone to pass to, or is he just going to skate it? He tries skating it out, loses control of it in the neutral zone, and it gets fired all the way back down in the defensive zone.
Simsbury again having trouble, it looks like the first period, the last 30 seconds here. Can't get the puck out of their end. When they do, they can't get it past the red line. Xavier dumps the puck right back in.
Very reminiscent to the 1980 New Jersey Devils.
I wouldn't know, Frank. I wasn't born.
Delayed offsides, hand up in the air, giving the Trojans the opportunity to break the puck out of the zone. Arnold passes it down to Levin. He's got the puck deep in the zone, skating around back of the net, looking for somebody in front. Nobody there. Gets another opportunity, puts it in front. Does put it in front, goes back to the point. But the puck gets out of the zone, and here come the Falcons now deep in the zone. Fired in front. Actually, that's a hard pass that gets through everybody, makes it all the way back out to the point, who then in turn dumps it right back into the zone. A backhand opportunity now, firing it out of the zone all the way down. Again, a sloppy change this time by the Falcons. And I guess I got to do some reading on what it is when there's too many men on the ice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's that or if the referees just want to get home for dinner, Frank. But, I mean, that's two opportunities tonight where the Falcons could have been whistled down for
big check behind the net by Riley Chapman. And here we come out of the zone. Skating with a head of steam, Hunter Chapman. Over to Riley Chapman, who fires it just wide. Kept in the zone by Will Rooney, who puts it down deep into the corner, giving the Falcons the opportunity to break the puck out. Rooney with the puck. Backpedaling a little bit, trying to get it off the glass. Turned over. Falcons now looking in front. Tipped aside by Zach McGaw, and now the puck is put into the corner.
Big hit in front of the net there. That's 8 in white for Simsbury. Chapman on number 10 in black. Brett Reed.
Bodies are going down, crashing themselves right in front of the Zamboni door. Oh, there's another big hit right there by Riley Chapman. Rooney now getting the puck out to the point. Kept in. This time they get the puck out of the zone. Simsbury might be looking for a change. Xavier firing it in. Great play to bounce it off of his skate to deny the icing. Nice move. Here we go. Simsbury now. Toby Gattinger now. Got the puck deep in the corner. Around back to Jack Reese. To the point. Wrist shot tipped wide. Falcons now getting it off the boards, but it's going to go all the way down. Hand is raised and waved off. No icing. Oh, big missed check down there in the corner by Ben Nolan, giving Simsbury the opportunity to get the puck back down into the offensive zone. Xavier now with the puck, breaking it out in the neutral zone. Firing it down deep into the zone, dumping it in once again. It's a game of dump and chase for both teams, back and forth.
Well, if you're Xavier right now, Frank, you want to get that puck in deep and leave it in deep. Waste some time here. They've only got 8 minutes left, and they're victorious here.
Oh, opportunity for a turnover just goes wayside. Great opportunity right there by Jake Arnold, but couldn't quite get the stick on the puck. Falcons now able to stick handle their way out of the zone. Backhanding it up and over the glass. Touch them all. That's a whistle.
As they'd say in golf, 4, heads up here. Heads up there.
7:20 to go here in the third period. You're watching SCTV Sports. 7:20 to go here in the third period. The Trojans down 3-0. Puck is brought into the zone by the Xavier Falcons behind the back of the net. The race was once again won by a jersey in black. Put it in front, and
it was a good start for the Trojans this period. The first 2.5 minutes or so, they were winning those races, battle along the boards, and after that 2:30 mark, it seems they've fallen asleep here.
Opportunity, a huge stick save by Will Rooney. We'd have to look at the replay to make sure it was actually him that made that play, but the puck was up over the back of George Mateo. It was going in the net, and one of the defensemen swung his stick like a baseball bat, and Louisville slugged it right out of there.
He must have played some Little League in his day, Frank, that it certainly came in handy there.
Puck was dumped all the way down. Initially, a call on the ice was icing, waved off by the linesman. And here come the Trojans back out of the zone, turning it over in the neutral zone to the Falcons, who get it back into their offensive zone. So once again, it's run around and get the puck out of the zone. As they do it, we got a 1-2-2 forecheck for Simsbury. Puck now deep in the corner. In after it is Riley Chapman. Puck gets bounced around, and coming out of the zone now are the Falcons once again in over the blue line. Down into the corner looking for somebody in front. Nobody there. And here comes Riley Chapman once again over the red line, dumping it deep into the zone. And forechecking is Hunter Chapman. Chapman now with the puck. Looking for somebody in front. And it's a black jersey once again. Turnover right at the top of the blue line. That just can't happen when we're trying to generate scoring opportunities.
No, it can't. It's all do or die now. You got to start being a little more physical, getting pucks to the net, trying to get the puck in your own end. Can't be turning it over now. You're down by 3 with 5 to play.
Tyler Giuliano walks out in front and just puts it wide. The net gets knocked off the moorings, but there's no whistle. But that's okay because the Trojans bring the puck in. And there was a blatant holding penalty right there.
Yeah, 4 and white, Ben Levin, he was taken down. And number 11 for the Falcons, Ryan Neri, he's going to go sit in the box for 2 minutes.
He was hogtied going into the zone. So let's see what the Trojans could do now. Once again, going back on the power play. 5:06 to go here in the third period, down 3-0.
This is the final thread here, Frank. They don't score here, it's going to be almost impossible to stage a comeback.
You know, I agree right there. They need to pop one in right now just to get the ball rolling. Trojans win the faceoff. Big shot from the point, tipped wide, rebound. The puck is still free, and an opportunity.
Yeah, 10 and white there, Frank couldn't get that shot off.
Another shot from the point. This one is blocked in front by bodies. Both white and black jerseys in front. Down into the corner now. Jake Arnold with the puck. Xavier gaining control, firing it all the way down. Since they're shorthanded, there was no icing. Time to regroup now behind back of the net. Ben Levin with the puck. Skating it through the neutral zone. Getting ahead of steam. Slap shot deflected by the ankles of Austin Reed. Trojans now with the puck. Starting to slow it down, settle it up on the power play. 56 seconds to go on the power play. Back to the point. Waiting. One-timer shot. Big save. Rebound. It's still free, and the whistle blows. And now we get some extracurriculars right in front of the goal. Great scoring opportunity by the Trojans at that time, and once again the door is closed by Ben Guidabono, the goaltender for the Xavier Falcons.
Yeah, good puck movement there on the power play for the Trojans. You know, a couple of solid passes and a great shot, and it looks like Guidabono just held on to that slap shot. May have came loose behind him, but it didn't matter. He stopped it he kept it out of the net.
Off the draw, the Trojans win it. Deep into the corner. Behind back of the net. Walking up front to the open man and couldn't connect. And the Falcons are able to clear it all the way down in the zone. Great scoring opportunity right there for Hunter Chapman. Just couldn't connect. That may have been the one that was going to get the tides turned here. Chapman now with the puck and over the blue line. Looking in front. Passing it back. Shot right into the breadbasket and another whistle. 14 seconds remaining in the power play. 3:20 to go here in the third period.
Give credit to the Trojans here, Frank. They're getting pucks on the net in this power play. They just cannot beat that goalie. I'll tell you, Frank, he's had one heck of a game there.
Like you said in the first period, you know, they need to generate shots. You can't score goals without generating shots. But what they're doing right now is indeed generating the shots. One of them is going to get through eventually. Face-off won once again by Simsbury behind back of the net. Out to the point, Rooney having a little bit of trouble. And the Falcons able to clear the zone.
Oh, that's not a heads-up play there, Frank.
No, that was Levin looking for Chapman, but it was broken up. Center ice. Now the Falcons with the puck behind back of the net.
Even strength.
Trojans working hard behind the back of the net. Rooney getting the puck up. Chapman over the line. It gets broken up once again. Another turnover just inside the offensive zone. Looking for a line change. And Simsbury gets one body off and one body on. Here's a little knuckler from the point, but it's gloved down by Guidabono. Good scoring opportunity right there by Zach Modoff. 2:26. We're running out of time here, but let's see what they could do. Maybe they could sit back, call a timeout, regroup themselves a little bit, because they are generating scoring opportunities, and that's what needs to be done in order to score a goal.
Yeah, they are getting shots on net, Frank. You never know. It looks like they're calling that timeout. It is a timeout Simsbury here. And we've all seen the 1980 Miracle on Ice. You know, don't ever, not expect another one to happen here.
Well, you know, you make reference to the Miracle on Ice, and one play, I don't remember what period it was, but I've seen it many, many times over and over again. It was a dump-in opportunity. Shot goes in on Trejciak. Nobody goes to get it. Mark Johnson skates in, picks up the rebound, buries the puck. And
that was a buzzer beater, Frank. End of the first period to tie the score. It, too, gave the U.S. a lot of momentum in that game, and obviously, you know, it came in handy later on in the game.
Well, 2:26 to go right now here in the third period. Timeout for the Trojans. We're going to take a break. You're watching Simsbury Trojan Hockey on SCTV Sports. Hi, welcome back to the ISCC. Here we are, third period, 2:26 to go in the third period. Empty net for Simsbury. And off the draw, Xavier wins it out of the zone. Trojans now trying to generate something, but every time they get the puck into the zone, it's immediately closed in by black jerseys. The positive side of things right here, though, is when Xavier closed in, they blocked out that middle zone, the high slot area, but then they kind of scrambled and fired it down for an icing. So 2:10 to go here in the period. Once again, another offensive faceoff for the Trojans. Draw is put on goal and steered aside by Guidabono. Fired out of the zone by Chris Colo, picked up by the Trojans in their defensive zone. Rooney now with the puck.
There was an icing there, Frank. It was waved off, just didn't quite make it past that goal line. Just under 2 here to play.
Wheel Rooney to Nate McIntyre. Back to Rooney. Rooney out of the zone. Over the blue line. fires it in the direction of the goal, but it's blocked by Xavier, who gets it high enough to glass. Oh, it's gloved by Rooney, who passes it back in. Would have been a hand pass, but it was picked up by the Falcons, denying the whistle. Minute 27 left on the clock, still down 3-0. Puck's cleared out of the zone, fired into the bench for a whistle.
1:23 to go here in the third, Frank. We're going to need that miracle on ice now if the Trojans at all want to come back here. They're down 3 with a minute 23 to play. They had some good chances here in the third, just could not seem to put the biscuit in the basket. The lime and the coconut, Frank, whatever you want to call it, they were not able to get the puck in the net.
One at a time, Jared. Xavier wins the faceoff back into their defensive zone, firing it high off the board. It's kept in by Rooney. Passes it back down in the zone to Arnold, who cannot catch the pass. But it's fired all the way back down once again for another icing. Well, they're lining up once again to see what they can do to try to generate that scoring opportunity. It's kept in at the point by Rooney. Back into the corner, walking out with a passing opportunity. Cannot make it through. It's a shot, a score! Riley Chapman, he's there on the back post, and the opportunity presented itself. He took it, goal.
Finally, Frank, they finally get one past Giubanano there. Minute 3 to play. Now you never know what happens. They, for some reason, skate the puck down and put one in. They've got 50 seconds or so to get one more try tied up. You never know here.
Well, you do hear about stranger things that have happening. I can remember a few NHL games where there's been not much more time than this on the clock left, and 2 goals were scored in that much time.
We'll see. They got the goalie pulled here on the faceoff. It's tied up at center here.
Puck is won back by Xavier into their offensive zone, but it's quickly turned around by the Trojans. It's a flurry of opportunities now, but it's kept in the neutral zone, and now we're cycling all the way back behind. Back behind the net, Chapman with the puck. Up to McIntyre. McIntyre fires it to the far blue line, but it's grabbed by the Falcons, kept in the zone, dumped back in. Now they've got the opportunity, 26 seconds to go. Fired towards the open net, cannot connect. Rooney's there to stop the puck from going anywhere. Now the Falcons dump it deep back into the zone. Rooney with the puck behind the net. Back to McIntyre. McIntyre waiting, looking for somebody. Sees Rooney, gets it to him, fires it up. Chapman runs into a wall and can't do anything with it now. Rooney with the puck. Over the blue line, shoots! And he just gets tipped wide at the
That one hit off a defender knee, Frank, and just went wide. Unfortunately, it's a bit too late. That's going to end the game here.
A little bit too late. That was another great scoring opportunity. But as you said, the final buzzer sounds, and the score, Xavier Falcons 3 and the Simsbury Trojans 1. Well, here we are. The final buzzer has sounded, and unfortunately the score tonight is the Xavier Falcons 3 and the Simsbury Trojans 1. Like we just said, wrapping the game up a few minutes ago, that there's more hockey action coming your way on SCTV Sports. Hopefully we're going to try to get some women's hockey on. They're going to be playing right here at the ISCC on Saturday. But if you want to see your Trojans play again here at the ISCC, they're playing the Hampton Dragons on January 28th, 7:30 p.m. Wednesday night right here. Let's just quick wrap up this game. Jared, talk to me a little bit about what happened, what didn't happen, what needs to happen in order for us to be successful next time around.
Well, what happened was the Falcons of Xavier, they beat the Trojans to 90% of the loose pucks. They won the battles along the boards. You know, they generated a lot more scoring chances, and they were able to beat the Trojans goalie 3 times. And give credit to our goalie, though. He did play a strong game in net, as did the Falcons goalie on the other end. But, you know, like I said, it comes down to it. They just won all the battles along the boards. They were quicker to the puck. They had a little more jump in their game. And next time, what do the Trojans got to do, Frank? They got to be a little quicker, get to that puck, be a little crisper with your passes. And do give them credit in the third period, though. They came back a little bit. You know, they did generate some more scoring chances. Unfortunately, it was tough to beat the Falcons goalie for sure.
Yeah, indeed. There was a lot of opportunities given up for the Trojans where they should have, or could have. I shouldn't say should have, because Every game is different, but when the puck is free for you to grab, you need to grab it, and that didn't happen tonight. But again, like you said, let's give mad props to our goalie Mateo. Strong between the pipes, keeping the puck out for, well, I would say 75% of the shots that he faced tonight. There were 3 did get by, but those are 3 great goals. In the third period, like you said, great scoring opportunities generated by the Trojans, and that's what they needed. As you see, you keep firing the pucks to the net, eventually something's going to go in.
Luckily, before the time ran out.
So anyway, thank you very much for having us tonight. I'm Frank Berrien here with Jared Doyon. You're watching Trojan Hockey on SCTV Sports. We'll see you at the next one.